Let's see. Here's he. I'm not bragging. I'm bragging. I'm just answering. Okay, now here's one of my books, Martin's World. This is the latest one. Oh yeah, when I wanted to tell you how I got into poetry. When I was in New York City about 50-some years ago, I went to see some movie about Hello to Blonde. It was called Broken Wings, and I was engrossed in the lyrics, and I thought they were beautiful. I never wrote anything before. I'd heard them. I must have had these things inside me. And it really touched me. So that's where I got started. I started writing poetry and getting rejected. And then I got accepted. Oh, yay, great. Must be great, And then I get rejected again. And so forth. So I finally got accepted, yay. So, I was a publisher in India. So here I go writing these books here. I write them so fast and everything, I get the poems mixed up, I still have to read them. But I'll write something. Let's see. Okay, Martin's Word. Here's one of the poems. Okay, ready? Get set, listen. You better listen. Come and tunnel from the light into the dark, the avenue to the sea of dark secrets, past the smiles and heavy drapes, the yeses, the nos, the indecisives, the me writing on my own mind, up and down the hills and valleys, the truths broken into pieces, picking new ones off the floor, piecing them together into new categories, turning them into beacons, placing them inside my heart, my lookout to my new world of beauty and mobile truth, breaking up data into images, flashing lights through the drama, in rebellion against the immobile air, pistons stroking at a furious pace, of mind running ahead of the now, the archives of yesterday forgotten, the present become future's menu, the me inside my poet's haven, my home situated on shifting sand, teetering on the edge of the real, riding on the pendulum of timelessness, the me, the one with the wolf in his blood, whose mind lives in the wilds, who doesn't give a damn about academics, nor proper words to be written down, who listens through his meditations and discards the words that don't touch his heart, his own school and his busy mind, the me, the daring one that lives on his sleeve, the holy one with his own God inside, a worshiper in his own private church with one ear toward the supreme God and the other toward my God, me with both our words stuffed inside, clawing to get out, the me living inside Martin's world. That's the one. That's the first one. And then I wrote some funny things too. I think they're funny. You better laugh or I'll come on and tickle your feet. You better laugh. That's a threat.
Tickle your feet.
Okay, here we go.
That's a threat.
This from Rhymes with Joke Machinery. Hated Automated. Thank you for calling Dr. Quacker. This is the telephone answering machine here. We are located somewhere in California. Our office hours are 1 p.m. until 1:30 p.m. Please listen to these options. If you have a broken leg, press 1. If it is the femur, press 2. If it is the fibula, press 3. If the bone is sticking through, press 4. If the bone looks kind of funky, press 5. If the bone looks real funky, press 6. If your leg is turning green, press 7. If it is pointed in the wrong direction, press 8. If you find yourself running sideways, press 9. If your leg looks like a fried alligator, press 10. If that alligator starts running after you, press 11. If you think it looks kind of sexy, press 12. If you continue seeing strange things, press 13. If everything is turning black, press 14. If you can't feel anything anymore, press 15. If rigor mortis is about to set in, press 16. If you see a white light, press 17. If you're flying up to heaven, press 18. If you have a medical emergency, press 19. If you want to speak to a doctor, good luck.
That was funny.
That's good.
Okay, this is the Christmas party at the Ritz at Larry's house here. Christmas at Larry's was putting on the Ritz when all the gang got together in bits. Extravagant spending is what Christmas is for. As Santa did his shoplifting at the old thrift store, George picked some weeds out of Larry's yard and gave him to Mary, that old tub of lard. But romance was in his eyes, his inebriated eyes, as he caught Mary off guard with that big surprise. So she gave old horny George a kiss on the cheek, a kissy-poo-poo for him to keep. Then she gave Sanchez some dirty pictures of her. With that flab hanging down, everything was blurred. Tom gave George a lottery ticket from the trash. If it would have won, it was good as cash. George gave Tom his handkerchief, slightly used, then blew his schnoz on the sleeve colored blue. Tom gave Sanchez a taco 2 weeks old from the Mexican dumpster out in the cold. Sanchez gave Larry some used underwear, too. Went inside out, they looked brand new. Sanchez gave Tom some presents from the bar, but he didn't tell him they were swept off the floor. Larry gave Sanchez half a bottle of beer, not saying who drank the other half here. Larry gave Tom some cigarettes from the ashtray, a token of generosity for the big holiday. Then after the exchange of Christmas presents, Larry was overwhelmed from all the compliments. What nice, extravagant presents everybody gave, really putting on the Ritz at Larry's house today. I'll fall down here, I better pick myself up. Okay, this is the Wings of Inspiration. This is my first book that I ever wrote. And this is called Wings of Inspiration. Transitory wings of white and gold, beauty in flight and rivers in motion, doors swinging open for the pure air, clarity speaking in a familiar tongue, divinity opening up its heart, sending secrets through the skies, the birth of the planets, the texture of the rings of Saturn, how it feels against the skin, writing them down and attaching to the wings of the doves, circling above their eyes wide open, purifying the air above the chimneys, breathing in the aroma of the jasmine, keeping love pure on its earthly journey, the knowledge of its divine source, how it flows through winding rivers, why it ends up in certain places answering spiritual needs or landing upon insensitive surfaces, how it materializes in certain objects, how it invigorates the spirit of some but not in all, how it gives life to a song or poem, or speaks through a rainbow or the eyes of a woman, how it teases the mind and rides up and down the electric spine, taking the spirit on the merry romp, smiling, laughing, playing, crying, riding to the ends of passion, then flying back to that wonderful place where it came from, too soon, too fast, too impatiently, too abrupt, too detached, but with its taste still in our hearts. You know? And my daughter, she wrote the cover to this. There, that's my daughter in San Francisco. And my lady friend Lindy, she writes the illustrations. She's good, real good. And I have another one. I have a whole bunch of them. We can stay. Can we stay here till 12 midnight? I got my sleeping bag there.
I got nice.
Okay, now here we go. Ambrosia. Mother Nature of bohemian dreams, a taker of the wind to outward extremes, a lover of passion and of the rage, a heretic looking for a war to rage, a rebel of the stillness of the quiet seas, stirring the clouds as the sun master flees, filling the air with lightning and fury, a scent of the wild tempest in a hurry, a prelude for the ambrosian air to follow, the divine sweetness of the skies to hallow, the pleasure of the soothing against the skin, a brushing from the breath of the seraphim, the subdued kingdom of all the unseen, a floating paradise above the green, ambrosia in the air, the postlude of a storm, rising from the mist of Mother Nature born. Ambrosia. I have a million of them. If you want to hear them, just fire me. Just tell me when to shut. Michael's going to tell me.
One more.
One more.
Give us one more. It's been amazing.
Well, I got one that lasted for 2 hours here.
I like the
One more. I'm
funny
gonna pick
ones.
a good one here.
Bob,
I like
how
the
about
funny
the
ones.
Irish isolation?
Oh, I don't know. I'll just pick one here. Professor Sally.
Oh,
That's Pastor John here. He's telling me about that.
that's one of my
He
favorites.
liked that one.
I like that one.
Since he liked that one, I'll give it to you. Professor Sally. Professor Sally, the hottest of the hotties, teaches the guys about the birds and the bees. With her fingers down and their skirts up high, she shows all the guys the facts of life. Her classroom is comprised of the manly gender, except for Susie with her eyes in total splendor. She wants an education like the rest of the guys. Maybe she also gets a thrill from Sally's thighs. With her classroom stuffed up to the very limits and her students in total vigilance, every student passes with flying colors as Sally's teaching surpass all others. She's the cream of the crop, the best of the best. She knows her way around with her curvy chest. Her intellectual prowess needs a little work, but how she teaches Susie and the gang prefer. When the bucket is finally kicked by Our Lady Fair, they should erect a statue of Sally's derriere. There is nothing to remember for what she brought, for everybody remember what she taught. Or maybe change the name of the university to the University of Sally by committee. Her name should be remembered forever and ever. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. That was fantastic. I enjoyed that immensely. You probably heard me laughing in the back.
Oh, good. I don't have to tickle your feet then, huh?
What if I pay?
What if? What if?
Okay.
All right, Bob.